everyone, and welcome to TravelScout. The estimated population of Mazar E Sharif, the fourth largest city in Afghanistan, is 594,551. Highways connected to Kunduz in the east, Kabul in the southeast, Herat in the southwest, and Termez, Uzbekistan in the north. It serves as the provincial capital of Balkh. The distance to the Uzbek border is around 55 kilometers. Due to its well-known shrines, as well as the Islamic and Hellenistic archaeological sites, the city is also a popular tourist destination. Balkh, an ancient city, is also close by. Historically, the area of Mazar-i-Sharif was a part of Greater Khorasan and was ruled by the Tagirids, the Saffarids, Samanids, Ghaznavids, Urids, Ilkhanites, Timurids, and Khanate of Bukhara until 1751, when it came under the power of the Durrani Empire. The city eventually moved through a few local lords before joining Afghanistan in 1849. The center of northern Afghanistan is Mazar-i-Sharif, which is close to Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. There is an international airport there as well. Of all the provincial capitals in Afghanistan, it has the highest proportion of built-up land, and it has additional built-up territory that extends outside the municipal limit but is still a part of the greater metropolitan region. Plan your experience with our list of the things to do at the Mazar-i-Sharif, seeing these unique attractions. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. Buzkashi Stadium. In order to experience Afghanistan's national sport, Buzkashi, you must visit a local stadium while on a backpacking trip there. It's the classic Afghan backpacking experience. To catch this, you must perfectly time your trip to Afghanistan. First of all, it only occurs in the winter because the horses find the summer to be too hot. Second, it often takes place on a Friday. Therefore, you should try to base yourself in Afghanistan's north on a winter Friday. Despite being the national sport, Buzkashi is primarily practiced in the north of the nation, at least the best Buzkashi. There are various explanations for this. First off, cricket is the most popular sport in the region of southern Afghanistan that borders Pakistan. Another important factor is that Mazar-i-Sharif is located nearer to agricultural areas where horses can roam freely. Even though Kabul has Buzkashi, the horses there are not quite as strong as those in Mazar-i-Sharif due to Kabul's appeal as a city. Blue Mosque, or Shrine of Hazrat Ali. Thousands of white doves are gathered around the Blue Mosque, which supports the claim that it is a haven of calm. Doves congregate on the walkways, roof, and trees. According to legend, the mosque is so revered that any dove, with even the slightest hint of color on its feathers, will instantaneously turn completely white upon approaching its proximity. A Middle Eastern mullah Islamic scholar is said to have dreamed that Ali bin Abi Talib, the Prophet Muhammad's son-in-law and cousin, was buried in what is now northwest Afghanistan. Ahmed Sanjar, the Sultan of the Seljuk Empire from 1118 to 1157, was enthralled by his tale and built the Shrine of Ali in northwest Afghanistan. He also built the city of Mazar-i-Sharif around the shrine, where tens of thousands of devout Muslims were located. Regrettably, Genghis Khan's westward expansion began a century after the memorial was constructed. When Khan arrived in Mazar-i-Sharif, the shrine had been totally destroyed. But it didn't stay away for long. Sultan Hussein Mirza restored the Shrine of Ali in 1481 in an even grander style, creating a massive blue mosque that is still in use today. Due to the use of delicately painted clay tiles in Islamic architecture, the building gives the impression of floating when you look at it. Due to exposure to the elements and frequent theft of some tile corners by pilgrims as religious mementos, the tiles regularly need to be replaced 2 square feet every day. The Blue Mosque provides a peaceful haven away from Mazar-i Sharif streets and bazaars. Except for when the muezzin issues one of the daily calls to prayer, it is always calm. Abdul Ali Mazari Mausoleum. Ali Abdul Mazari's monument honors the late Hazara leader who was assassinated by the Taliban in 1995. During and after the Soviet invasion, he served as the Hezbi Wadat party's leader and pushed for ethnic minority groups to have equal participation in the Afghan government. Shop in the Mazar-i-Sharif Bazaar. The Mazar-i-Sharif Bazaar is one of my favorite places to shop in Afghanistan for strange goods to bring home because it is a little more laid back than other cities. Pick up some rugs, clothes, spices, jewels, and other desirable items. Haji Piyada Mosque. The Nangandad Mosque, also known as Haji Piyada, is one of Afghanistan's oldest Islamic sites. Unfortunately, due to a combination of neglect and war, the mosque has sustained significant damage. Although the mosque is partially hidden and encircled by a fence, it may still be seen. Deep blue lakes of Band-e-Amir. When you hear the name Afghanistan, pictures of a dry, arid land with mountains, unending desert, thorny shrubs, and mud huts come to mind. However, in the middle of this gloomy terrain are a number of magnificent lakes with water that is so intensely blue that it almost resembles ink. In the center of central Afghanistan, there are 6 extraordinarily deep blue lakes, collectively known as Band-e-Amir. The lakes are located 80 km from the historic town of Bamiyan, where the Taliban destroyed the biggest Buddhist statues in the world in 2001, in the foothills of the Hindu Kush, the second highest mountain range in the world. The lovely lakes seem completely out of place when surrounded by pink, towering limestone cliffs with absolutely no flora. Khoja Parsa Mausoleum. In the heart of contemporary Balkh stands the mausoleum of Khoja Parsa, the Naqshbandi spiritual leader. Khaja Abu Nasr Parsa, who was born in Balkh, is commemorated by a mausoleum. There is no proof that his actual tomb is located in the mausoleum. Rabia Balkhi Mausoleum. Considered to be the first female poet of modern Persian history is Rabia Balkhi. She wrote a number of well-known poems, but her favorite was the one she wrote in her own blood on the walls as she lay dying. Her own brother killed her because he was enraged, because she had fallen in love with a slave. Bala Hisar Walls of Balkh. The walls of Balkh, also known as Bala Hisar, were built during the reign of Alexander the Great, when Bactria was at its height. Over the course of their 2,500-year existence, the walls of Balkh have witnessed some incredible events. The capital of the Bactrian monarchy used to be Balkh. Most of the walls have collapsed beneath the hot sun. A half-day trip to Charkan. Mazar E Sharif may be reached by automobile from Charkan in only 30 minutes, making it a convenient short trip from the city. An 800-year-old barrier that was constructed to bar the Mongols from the area guards the area's entrance. The Charkan Gate was also successful in preventing the Soviets from entering the region during their invasion and the Taliban during their rule of the country. Small communities are located outside the gate, south of Mazar E Sharif, among the rocky outcrops. The majority of the locals lead rural lifestyles. The Tak-e-Rustem Buddhist Stupa. The distinctive Buddhist stupa in Lak-e-Rustem is this one. The fact that this stupa is built into the rock rather than stacked tall above it is what makes it unique. There are 2 explanations for Tak-e-Rustem's construction. According to one idea, the stupa was constructed in this way to help hide it from invaders and bandits who walked along the historic Silk Road. The alternative explanation was that it was a method of keeping the monastery cool during the scorching summers in Afghanistan. Please take note that the caretaker now charges 400 AFS to foreign visitors who come to Tak-e-Rustem and the caves/bazaar nearby as of May 2021. Buddhist caves and ancient bazaar. There's a sizable mound nearby the Tak-e-Rustem stupa that originally had Buddhist temples and a thriving cave bazaar. Even though they are currently completely deserted, it is nonetheless intriguing to see them and try to picture what they must have looked like hundreds of years ago. What do you think of our video? Which place do you like most? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.